Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us on our weekly recap. Today's a little different though. We don't have Sean. Sean had to catch a flight.
Yeah.
But I'm here with Peter Johnson.
Yes, Peter Johnson.
Peter Johnson.
Here on behalf of For Your Project.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm taking Sean's place today, and again,
Right.
I'm not as knowledgeable in finance like Sean is,
Right,
but
right.
we're going to talk about what went
Of
down
course.
today in class.
And a lot went down today in class, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna front. Today was one of probably the most engaging and informative classes because it was he spoke directly into credit.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about some highlights, some takeaways, right? I know for me, something that stuck with me was the fact that whenever I come to these classes, I have to unlearn a lot of things that I once
Yeah.
knew, right? Now, this is not advisable. This is not necessarily advisable, but the
Yeah.
fact that the idea of bankruptcy, I didn't know that bankruptcy is something that actually may be good for you. Actually,
Right.
it's low-key a smart financial decision depending on who you are. Now, this is
Right.
not for everybody.
50 Cent.
But 50 did it, Donald Trump did. But,
Right,
but it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
necessarily the worst
100%.
thing that could possibly
I mean,
happen.
it also goes to the fact that they're not teaching these things in classes
Yeah.
in schools and whatnot. So when you come into spaces like this, it just shifts your mindset, and
For
you're
sure.
like, oh wait,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was how it was supposed
Right,
to
right.
work. And another thing that you mentioned was your credit utilization rate. You want to keep it at a very low amount, just so that credit card companies and whoever's pulling your credit can see that you're not desperate for money.
Right,
Or you're not
right.
desperate for them to give you the loan, to give you a new credit card. And it's just like
Sure.
the lower the number is, the better chances you have to get a new card, and the better it is for your credit score too.
Right. So let me ask you a question though. So if I have a card, right,
Yeah.
and I have a $500 limit,
Okay.
I spend up to $500 every month. I'm paying it back punctually, but
Right.
you telling me
So
that's
that's 100% utilization rate right
so
there.
I shouldn't do that.
So say for example you have a $500 limit on a card, and you use the entire 500. What does that look? That the credit card companies
Kinda
look at you like
desperate,
you're desperate.
right?
Yeah, right.
Right,
So
right.
like say for example you open another card, and you it's a $5,000 limit, and then you
yeah.
probably only use like $5 on that
Right,
card, right?
right.
And your limit, I mean your utilization rate just goes all the way down because
Right.
you've expanded the amount of money you have, the asset,
Right.
the debt to the asset ratio. You can see
That's
how
a good
much
point.
having another card with more money on it,
Right.
helps you out.
So, but you didn't know that until before you came here today.
I mean,
right?
yeah,
Right,
right.
right.
So
So,
just like
yeah, yeah.
coming to terms with these things that Sean is mentioning is like
Yeah,
wow,
yeah. I mean,
it's shocking sometimes.
to that point, because that's the thing. We can't necessarily saturate our brain space, right? So we have to unlearn a lot of things. And for me, I thought that I gotta be a lifelong Chase customer. I gotta be a lifelong Capital One customer. But Sean and there's talk about we gotta date these banks. We gotta let them know that hey,
It's like
because I am the individual, so I have that much value. I recognize
100%.
my value, so I can leverage that to these banks. And if you don't acquiesce to my needs, I'm going somewhere else.
right, because
So-
like a lot of people think that like if they open a bank account with one company and that's it forever.
Right.
If Chase is not acting right and they're not giving you a good
Listen,
good
M&T
rate.
Bank, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Right,
Capital
right,
One, what's
right,
going on
right,
today?
right.
I need this, that, and third. Or hey, what's Bank of America? What's
Right,
going
right,
on?
right.
And just kind of like weigh your options.
Right.
Again, like you said, you're the one who calling the
Precisely,
shots here.
precisely.
And you should be able to, make those decisions for yourself. Don't let because you've worked in the bank for a long time affect
Right.
that.
Right.
So. Yeah, man.
There
What
we
else?
go.
What else
Don't let it affect that.
You got
I mean, but there's so many gems that are shared here,
Yeah.
and we don't want to give everything, right?
Listen.
Because we want you to tune in to the live stream. We want you to come to the classes first of all.
Right, right.
But if you
Come
can't
to the
make it, of
classes.
course, the live stream is the second best option. But we're gonna stop there because we can't give them all
Right.
the juice, right? So again, thank you so much for joining us.